There we go. Right audio source. Okay, 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 okay. Bros, we are so late. That's okay, though. We are so live. We are so here right now with this still Billy. Wonderful kitty. Hi. I was going to play an intro song. I'm actually not going to because we have already spent way too much time on things that are not Okami, and I really want to get through Okami at some point in this month. Actually, this upcoming month. It's not even motherfucking. It's not even. Oh yeah, sorry. It's not even April yet. Chop chop. I got my teeth cleaned today with raspberry polish and fluoride, and Bailey was so into the smell of it. Girls huffing your teeth. She wanted to get in my mouth and go Stolbilly mode. She wanted to lick your teeth. That's crazy. That goes nuts. So I promise we will get to the game very, very soon. That said, I do have one object of interest. As of course I was late. You might be wondering, Cameron, why are you late? Guinea pigs just think humans are super gross. This is so sad. To be fair, I think Kebby also thinks that. I don't. I think some humans are very gross, but I think some humans are very attractive. Anyway, Cameron, why were you so late? Why were you so late? And the answer is that this is finally live. Fuck me, dude. So, at long last, I finally finished up Kami.somnal. The new version of it is live. We're literally talking about I was uploading stuff 5 minutes ago. Thank you. I'm glad guys like. So yeah, I might as well spend a little bit of time clicking around this, see if, because I had both computers uploading. These outfits are so vintage. It's so funny. I was looking at the I was looking at reference images for, because I had everybody in the group draw me a fantasy outfit. I was looking for those so that way I could use them in something like this. Savannah drew hers in 2024, so it's been a little while, but listen, I always get to it. Sometimes it just takes me a bit. Somnal Multiverse has been a thing for many, many years. Moon. That is not implemented at the moment. I also gotta do all the error pages. I gotta redo those. I gotta see what I want to do with those. But anyway, that one is gonna be like a choose your own adventure kind of thing that will take you to other Somnal sites, or you could just explore like the worlds that we came up with. Anyway, so let's just click around it. Let's just click around it for a little bit and see what is broken. I have to finish up the update on the gadget collection. That one's it technically exists. If I were to go to archives, you'd be able to see that. You could see that finally with the journal. Oh man, I have to fix the journal. I didn't realize that this is actually relying on some of my old CSS that didn't get carried over. Internally, stuff actually did get rearranged quite a lot. If I were to pop open the code here, and in fact, duplicate the tab, and I'll show you real quick. I'm so frazzle-dazzled, chat. I really am. I really wanted to get this done so I could show it off. That's why we're so late. Anyway, like I was trying to work around fucking Netscape 4.0 with like JavaScript style sheets. Fantasy around December 2024. It's been a bit, but I hope everybody's okay with this. I hope it was worth the wait. I promise. This is the last huge thing that I needed to update, and then I can. Well, that and Volume 0. But Volume 0, I have. I technically don't have a time limit on that, but anyway, yeah. So like, I was trying to work around Netscape 4, and apparently I never updated the doc type. Oh, this is the other thing. Excuse me. And I just got tired of it. I actually have a blog post. I know it's broken at the moment, but it was. When was it? Would that have been January 24? It was a post called the Kami.Somnal retro browser bug squash or something like that. And it was just me trying my best to work around all these layout issues basically in motherfucking Netscape, and I just said screw it. I can't bother. So man, my journal has existed I think longer than the Scratchpad did. That's crazy. Yeah, so I have stuff to tweak there. That's all right. That'll be really quick. Like I said, I have everything on archives. So, but we have like this page is brand new. Summarize pages in one click. No, I'm not interested. Go away. I don't want you to summarize fucking text. I'm tired of this being like the fancy thing that has to be don't you want this page summarized? No, I wrote all this for a goddamn reason. Anyway, I do need some more images for this page, but for the most part, it's up. So this was all about like my old gaming habits as a kid and a teenager. We have this, which I think I showed off before, which was me hacking up. Kimmy can't be summarized. He's tried. I have put significant effort into not being quite as long-winded. I am more self-aware than I used to be. Anyway, a bunch of stuff about hacking like demo disk loaders. I finished this one like last month sometime, or maybe this month. I don't remember. So that's done. But yeah, most of it's a new, like a graphical overhaul. Oh, these things are new. I finally was able to update all of my score. I keep my own scores for some games that I play, like amplitude and frequency at the moment. Mario Kart Wii Times. Some of this stuff is from Kami.Somnal V1. This internally, the ACNES compatibility list, which is where I was going through on my real ass Wii, testing a ton of NES ROMs to see what they do on Animal Crossing's NES emulator, which you can hack games into. This internally now is it uses a CSV that's exported out from my database program, so I don't need to manually maintain this page. That's why all these games are now in there, because they were just in the sheet, whatever. I've tested random stuff in here. There was that Pac-Man Championship Edition hack that Namco included in one of their Switch games that I tested, and unfortunately it only half works. You get stuck in the exit tunnels. But yeah, no, I literally inject them onto my GameCube memory card, my real ass one, and my Wii on the other side of the room, and see what the game does. Sometimes usually if they're broken, they just go to a black screen, but there's at least one that is so broken it actually this is really funny. If you know anything about Animal Crossing, you know that if you don't save your game, you get a visit from Rossetti, and this is the GameCube Animal Crossing, so animals, the characters in the game are a little bit nastier than they were in the later ones. Rossetti in particular, he will like make fun of you for being a cheating whore. If you try to load Boulder Dash, it actually outright reboots Animal Crossing. Like it fucks the game up and it just reboots it. And as a result, you get a Rossetti visit with every single time you try to play it. That's the only funny thing that I've seen it games not quite work correctly with. I have a couple of unlicensed. Most of this is licensed North American games. Anyway, so a lot of it was just preparation to make it easier on myself to continue maintaining Kami.Somnal. So again, getting rid of all the Netscape compatibility stuff. Autosite. This now uses Autosite internally, so I can just generate pages from Markdown as opposed to having to do a bunch of HTML stuff. There was no Autosite for it originally. Like I didn't have it set up with Autosite originally, so as a result, if something needed to get fixed, hello Banana Bread Guy, Kami.Somnal.net 3.0 is finally up. Yeah, man. Oh man, it's really good. Check out the homepage. And this is an image map. This is actually a real ass image map, so you can click whichever one you want. So yeah, you can go visit that right now, because it is up, and it does appear to be mostly working. I like I said, I had both computers uploading this stuff because the eMachines box was pretty slow in it, so I was like, let me speed things up. So I'm still checking to see if anything is 100% broken. Any old graphics, like stuff like this, where it didn't feel right to redraw it because it's kind of a point in time, me visiting Kebby for the first time, I did re-render them so that way they're PNGs. That's another thing. I had this annoying way of trying to get dithered transparent GIFs, which involved using like an alpha mask and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I can't be fucking doing that. I can't be doing that. I'm 27 soon. I can't be doing that shit. So they're just PNG exports now. The whole, like I said, all this is basically, even if there isn't much new content, which there still is. Like I said, that games page, the albums that shaped me, I have that partially written. I've had that partially written for years now. And the demo loader one. But a lot of this was just meant to make it easier on myself to continue maintaining it into the future, which finally we are there. We are there. And there's probably still stuff to fix, but so man, this was good. I was kind of, I don't know, I was weirdly avoidant of fixing that because it was a lot of pages that all had to be converted and, you know, over to AutoSite, making sure that it all works, whatever. But then I read through it and I was just like, man, these are some good. Sorry, the cookie fucked up. The cookie fucked up. So PHP says I don't know what that is. I imagine if I were to just go into my cookie settings and reset that, that's how much it got deported. Oh, it's really good. Thank you. Very cool. Manage browsing data for. Excuse me. Hello? So it's not actually storing a cookie? That's not correct. Hold on, let me go to this page. In my normal browser. Oh man, it's fucked up there too. What is this PHP SES ID thing? Okay. There's stuff to fix. There is still stuff to fix. But I'm much happier with it. And I am very happy to. This was when Jake was in the Jake was in Somnol still. Utter nonsense. My crazy fucking dream about DCB's scented green pencil story. Man, good ass times. Good ass times. You get lots of campy art and stuff. There is the trip diary for last trip that is almost finished. I just need to get a couple of things polished. Now that this is up, I can finally focus on just a whole ass new content, as opposed to bothering with trying to do. Oh, if you want fantasy run, Kebby, I have it right here. I have everything meticulously organized. There you go. Okay. So yes, that's it. We're ready to settle down. And actually play a game. Thanks, guys, for holding on for the 35 minutes while I was trying to get everything sorted. Okay. There we go. All right, transitioning over to my PS2. So that way we can actually get going on Okami. And I will give you guys, I don't know, I don't want to go too late because then everybody in Europe has to go to bed. But I do also still want to make some progress. So I'll try to go until 9. So call it, well, at the moment it would be 2 hours, but we will get stuff accomplished in this game in those 2 hours. I promise you. It'll be good. I will finish this up before I go to Wales. Especially given that Cabby can't stream for shit right now. So if I don't get it finished by then, we might be waiting. I'm sure I'll be able to stream a little bit in Wales. It's fine. I got to turn my stereo on and get the chat up on my phone and a bunch of bullshit. Clover. Okay. I go to watch the stream while uploading that image because it was too much at once. That's seriously, her internet for whatever reason is horrific right now. You'd think it was like a third world country, but no, she's in major city. Major city, chat. It's really sad. It's upsetting. It's deeply upsetting. How's my cornfield internet better than what she can get outside of a major city? Okay. Chat on my phone. I am indeed slightly out of breath. It has been intense. It's been so intense. But also really, really good. Really good. I'm very happy to finally have that up. It's because we don't have fiber. Damn. You can get supplements for that. Okay. Turn the TV over. Oh, I'm also going to need to mute the TV. Turn it over. Alrighty. Okay. How has the last week of your life been, chat? Unfortunately, it really loud for a second. I'm sorry. Listen, this is like a $12 cheapo streaming dongle that Jake recommended that I get off eBay. So the fact that it has worked so well for so many months and years has been amazing. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been sick as a dog since Saturday, but I've stayed productive. Well, we take our wins where we can get them. That's good at least. He's still getting kicked by children. He is, and he's going to continue to keep getting kicked by children until I'm finished asking everybody how the last week of their life has been. Okay. No, I have not actually had an energy drink today. I wish I did, though. Where are we at? Alright, this is sounding about right. I do not have, like I said, I do not have an energy drink. What I do have is one of these flavored sparkling water things, which are quite good. As opposed to the canned ones, which were just literally flavored water. These are closer to a juice than anything. And I quite like these a lot. This one is Arctic Twist. So it's like a citrusy thing. We take dainty sips while the fisherman gets kicked. Okay. Yeah, next order of business is definitely going to be... Oh, hello. Oh. I wasn't sure what they were. They're foxes, I think. Maybe whoops of some kind. Foxes, yay! Yeah, definitely the last trip. Trip diary is getting finished next, I think. Last week has been very good. Dog's been relatively calm. Sicknesses have been improving. Also, my relationship with modded Minecraft has been improving. That's very good to hear. On all fronts. I have been good. I have had a big urge since yesterday to get a bunch of shit done. I'm currently working on, other than the Okami Ensemble stuff, which that's a big thing. Trying to get the last couple songs from Volume 0 done, which 2 of them are going to be huge. Sorry, I'm not pausing so I can go off on another gigantic tangent. But the last 3 songs are all going to be very, very fun. One is Heartbreaker, Led Zeppelin. Zepp was never in any rhythm game, period. So that's a big one. That's a big pull. And Heartbreaker is kind of like the OG Shredder solo song, you know? That's like Eddie Van Halen would be like, oh my god, that is the thing that taught me how to tap, basically. And then Still the Night by Whitesnake, which is one of their biggest songs, and also a very long song. And then also Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson, his name is, which is not, it's not a song that's like super, super well known if you're like more of a pop / radio rock listener, but it's a huge guitar nerd favorite. It's such a fun song to play. So those are going to be the last 3 necessary to finish. Where's this fucking fisherman? Finish up Volume 0, and then I will be doing a Volume 0 stream. before I go off to Wales. Other side of the river. Thank you, doing a Volume 0 stream with my guitar and everything before I go off to Wales. So that'll be very, very good. Oh yes, also drawing tablet. I'm so glad I got back into drawing. I did the setter that everybody has seen a million times now. I will do more actual drawings, I promise. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Hey, Hiroshima, so you got taken by that Porka guy, right? And he took you to a castle at the bottom of the sea? If that's true, where's that Porka now, huh? Yeah, where is he now? Yeah, where is he? What are they talking about? It ain't Porka. It's Orca. Wait, is this the guy that has the Yeehaw voice? Yeah, this is Yeehaw. And he only comes for people worthy of going there. Yeah, right. Didn't your mom teach you not to tell lies? Let's get him. Yeah, get him. And then they just keep whacking him with sticks. What do you think you're doing? I'm so hot right now. What the fuck? It's actually been really, really warm here, by the way. I know I'm still all over the place. It's actually been really, really warm here. It's like 70 today. It was nice. I should have my window open right now. I wish I had a fan. I do have a fan. Hold on. If you'll permit me one more indulgence, so I can get some airflow going. It's like 3 degrees and it's rainy all day. And I hear it's supposed to fucking snow in Minnesota tomorrow. It's like, damn. Glad I'm not there. Sorry, I don't mean to gloat, but man, it can't be. It's true. Listen, I wasn't sure I was already late for this stream. Okay? Alright. Only cowards gang up on people like that. Hey, who's that? Good timing. I'm bored of playing with him now. Come on, let's go play somewhere else. Yeah, let's go play. Alright, well, that's that. What do you think those little brats are talking about, Amy? What did they mean by a castle at the bottom of the sea? I guess we should go talk to them. Hey, kid, how long you plan on staying like that? Hey, I'm talking to you. What's wrong, kid? Hey, kid. Hello? Anyone home? Hello? Hello? What are we gonna do? Any bright ideas for a ball? Yay! Usually smashing people in the chest doesn't do anything. I'm very happy it worked this time. I must have dozed off. I reckon I do that a lot on the beach. He's not just wearing a barrel, he's wearing a barrel filled with seafood. I don't know who y'all are, but I sure appreciate you waking me up. Wow, actual brain damage. When I ain't got the strength to go home, sometimes I nap here. You were sleeping? Bah, you really had us worried hunched over so long like that. You're not sick or injured, are you? No, sir, I'm fit as a fiddle, I am. Just taking a nap on the beach is all. Oh, that's a relief. Anyway, what was that about a castle at the bottom of the sea? Don't make me do the Phil Thomas cat voice. Listen, I could tell that Kebby has still not listened to that mixtape, because I put a nice long clip of my Phil Thomas cat impression reading, you can hump my stump gump, right at the end of it, and she has not noticed. It was very, very good, though. It was very funny. I just like, oh my god. I'm like, I kept hinting at you, like, hey, you really should listen to it. Yeah, no. Listen, I had a whole narrative going with that mix, alright? Which, I think I mentioned it at the start of last stream? At the start of last stream. Yeah, that's it. Would you mind filling us in? No one ever believes me about that. There's a land under the sea here in Ryoshima. The Dragonians and Sea God live there in the Dragon Palace. The Dragon Palace is an amazing place. A real party. I remember you recorded... Yes! And I sent it to Somnol. And like I said, I had a narrative going for this mix, which I don't even feel like I should elaborate on, because I feel like it's better if it speaks for itself. But yeah, there was a bit where I needed a transition, and I decided to toss in just like a minute of it. And I'm very glad that nobody is going to get the context except you and me, and maybe the Somnolians. It's really good. But yeah, if you still haven't listened to my mix, you should. You should. There's one other thing I won't spoil that's in there that you might recognize. I haven't been there in a dog's age, though. Dragon Palace, land of the Dragonians. They're the ones controlling the water dragon. Himiko said so. Talk about a niche reference. So just how does one get down to that palace, Bucket Boy? How could a chubby, big-boned lad like you elude that water dragon and make it all the way down to the bottom of the sea? The water dragon was much nicer in those days. But you can't just choose to see the Dragon Palace, see? Only worthy people can go. If you're worthy, an emissary called Orca comes to get you. So this Orca dude is an emissary from the Dragon Palace? And just how do you get to meet this guy anyway? Now that's one question that ain't so easy to answer. Y'all see that pier over yonder? That sure is pier. That pier's where I met Orca. He was looking out to the sea when he came with the morning sun. Orca only comes if you're worthy of the Dragon Palace, I reckon. That pier's where... Yeah, okay, sorry. There was an extra thing over his head. Alright. So, I assume... I can never get this to register. Other direction. Other direction, that was it. You know, it's not like they couldn't make it work both ways. Bailey started punching my office window. We're going to get her a harness and see if she wants some walkies, I think. She's such a destructive soul. Alright. So off to the pier, which is probably in the other direction, but maybe not. There it is. So I'm supposed to go to the pier, and I imagine put the sun back up. That's fine, I can give that a go. Oh my god, it's a whale. Something's coming. He looks friendly. Why does this big fish look so happy? It's kind of creeping me out. And maybe he just looks that way, Issen. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge? Ah! Orca! Orca! It's you! Aw, Emmy's big happy. It's been a dog's age. I stopped counting the years. Did you come to take me back to the Dragon Palace? Even question 8, where none of the answers answered the questions asked. Hold on. I have to set it from top chat to live chat. Why is that not default? Oh, crush that midterm in a half hour. Someone hire me. Fuck yeah, someone hire my boy. The only joy Issa knows is booba. I mean, he certainly doesn't know the joy of showering. I know the joy of showering. I got clean and I got smooth. I shaved. I'm all smooth now. I feel good. Issen's Nissen. Oh yeah, that's a pun that only works in Kevy's accent because they say Nissen over there. We say Nissan. Bro's bald. I'm not bald. I still have my luscious locks. I mean my face. I can't handle fucking itchy. I had to upload a zip file of my code. Sorry, I was going to do the Urashima voice. I had to upload a zip file of my code and a screenshot while I was on camera. Okay, alright. Sorry, let's get back to it. Only took half a shower last night. I still need to do the other half. How does that work? Did you only wash half your body? That's weird. I know that there was the old George Carlin routine about you only need to wash like a couple parts of you. I don't even remember what the context was. Hair. Yeah. See, when I would shower like every day, like I'll do it every other day when I'm not leaving the house. Obviously, if I'm leaving the house, I shower, but I don't really see the need if I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally only me, you know. Pits, tits, ass. That's a good way to put it. Like I said, obviously, if I'm going out of the house, I do it every day. But you can't wash your hair every single day because you'll fuck it up. So I would do my hair every... Yeah, don't need to do it daily in this climate. Exactly. If it's fucking hot, then yes. But, like, it's been, like, 40-degree weather, so it's fine. But, yeah, I would wash my hair, like, every other day. So it became kind of weird. Damn not having motherfucking... 8 day. I really wish there was 8 days a week. Maybe the Beatles were onto something. Because you can't. 7's a prime number, chat, and I don't know how to. You can't divide a prime number. Okay. Anyway. Yippee yahoo! Holy shit! I could use another day in the week. That would be great. Orca? This is that emissary or whatever of the Dragonians. Oh, so majestic. Like Bigo. At last, one worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hop on. I'll take you to the Dragon Palace. Hair gets itchy and writhing when dirty. The rest of my skin just gets oily and wretched fluids well beneath it. I will say that does irritate me too, because like I have hair on the hair that Cammy, like Badger Cammy and Saturn stuff has. That's not bullshit. That's actually my hair. And yeah, no, it does get itchy after a little while. Hop on whale. Hear that, Amy? I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. Even that water dragon's no match for me. You heard him. What are we gonna do, Amy? We're gonna mount the fucking whale. Oh, such good swims. Alright. What's that? First try? Not a very creative name. He looks kind of fishy, pun intended. Want to hitch a ride? Sure do. You do? Well, I don't suppose we have much of a choice. Might as well take advantage of him now that he's here. I'm second to none when it comes to swimming. That water dragon's no match for me. Hear that, Amy? Yes, 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 yes. I'm afraid I can't do that yet. Nope, sorry. You must complete the final ordeal decreed by Morihime. Only then will you be worthy of visiting the Dragon Palace. Hear that, Amy? Is this Morihime chick your boss or something? She's got a lot of nerve letting that water dragon run amok. Listen, Orca, we want to ride down to the Dragon Palace. So let's hear about that ordeal you were talking about. The entrance to the Dragon Palace is a whirlpool, but it's hidden right now to keep out the evil beings that plague this area. You must find the whirlpool amid this vast sea. That is the ordeal decreed by Morihime. Hear that, Amy? No, I didn't. You might want to say that again. I mean, the sea's packed with places begging to be explored. Maybe this is Wind Waker. We'll just have to check him out till we find that whirlpool. Well, what are we waiting for? Full speed ahead, fish breath. Oh. Oh, okay. It literally is Wind Waker. Okay. Now you can go to all the islands. Got the castle at the bottom of the sea. True, yes, yes, true, true. So true. So true. Alright, one moment. Holy shit! Holy shit! Fucked up in the crap. And we're gonna have this part. Then they saw how well Wind Waker was received on reveal and changed their minds. Good. Oh, hold on. Fishy wishy, hold on. Yes. Yeah, this goes insane. It sure does. Anyway, yeah, let's do some big explorers. Got some thingies to bloom. I'm scarred because one of these islands is where my emulator crashed, and also Streamlabs crashed that one time. It's just cursed. Unfortunately for one of these islands, I'm using a real ass PS2, so I'm impervious. That's a lot of praise. I should upgrade something. See what I can upgrade. What do you recommend, Kevy? Anything? Ink and health are always useful. I'm always running out of ink, you're right. So one thing that I have noticed, if I donate 120,000 yen to this spring, I get an upgraded cherry bomb. I don't think I'm going to do that just because I don't use the cherry bomb quite enough, but that's good to know. That's a hell of a lot of money. Okay. Can never have enough ink. So true, so true. Okay. Okami Pro Tricks and Tips and Tricks with Mark. Actually, that's Okami Pro Tips and Tricks with Brady Games, official strategy guide. This book has been so fucking useful to have. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I bought it. I had a PDF copy, but I'm like, there's nothing special about that. I'd be hunched over my Kindle. Where's the edge of that island? There it is. All right. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So they want me to go west. Oh my god, you still see the dragon? Did it again. I always mix up the bark button and the dig button. And I will. I will continue to. It's a badge of honor. Use the power. Oh, I need an upgraded power slash for that. Okay. Is that it? Is that all that's here? Power slash, wait. Yeah. Apparently in there is where you upgrade your power slash. So, I don't really know what's going on there. But that's fine. Thank God for the skip button. Okay. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was cutting the wrong rock. So, yeah, that one you can't cut right now. I just read a little bit further on. That one you can't cut right now. The one that the pottery is around, you can. And then that one will be cuttable when you upgrade the power slash. Well, I have needed that, so I am going to upgrade it, I think. That's what? 60,000 yen. Thank God. Alright, I can afford that. I can afford that quite handily. Yep, that's what it says. Hey, there's money in here. Maybe it's one of those divine springs. The god of this spring is said to help those who toss in some money. Never expected to find a divine spring here, though. Spring all sparkly. The spring must love money. Sure. You're just throwing in so much money. Cleanse your body and soul. Ah, Matarasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Only a heart as pure as your own can pierce the darkness. I, Tachigami, can feel the kindness flowing from you. I got money. I got money, fuckwa. Means sword god. I feel like I mentioned Daikatana before in the context of this, where it's like, oh, that sounds cool as fuck. It just means like big ass sword or something. Our reunion has restored my power to its former sharpness. Remember, you need Finch for Cat Tower. Okay, I'll probably go back to the mainland and buy fish. Use this skill well. Oh, yeah. Does that mean you could cut hard things you couldn't before? I would imagine so. Come on. There we go. I'm glad that they made the praise system just so satisfying. It's just like fucking fentanyl into your spinal fluid every single time you gain some. So you seek out like all the animals, you seek out the clovers, you bloom the trees. It's just like, oh yeah, number go up, baby, let's do it. Interesting, and the upgraded Power Slash also means that enemies that didn't give Demon Fangs before will. It's realistic to how it feels when you put a plate of food down for a small animal. So true. So true. Ah, man, now I'm thinking of Eli. I think I believe that one. And how, as soon as he knew that somebody else was getting fed, he's like, oh, I see it as my time. Alright. So I'm going to pop back down to the mainland real quick. For... Eli. What a shit show, dude. What a embarrassing fucking disaster. Oh, shit. Sorry, I need to go back to the dock, specifically. But yeah, I'll go find a guy and buy some fish. Oh, the piggies are happy. You probably have more interesting Eli stories. He really was a character, you know. I think he was bored a lot of the time. He was very destructive. At least before he lost his sight. My mom, we had to put down like rugs and stuff to keep him from digging specific spots of the house. He also would try to eat plants, regardless of if they were real. So he would eat fake plants and then throw the grass back up. Web Scrobbler is picking this up as music for some reason. Listen, the Marito Last FM page goes pretty crazy. Alright, now where the fuck? Oh, I do see that there's a little demon house. Plastic plants are yummiful, Amogus agrees. Oh, Amogus. My chargers will never be the same. Thought you were talking about a person guy for a second. No, my cat. My cat died like a little over a month ago. And we miss him very, very much. That's okay though. He had a good long life. Yeah, he was an old boy. He was, what, 2011, 2012 maybe we got him? A few days ago. What game are you playing right now, .com boom? I bet it is Kid Icarus Uprising. That's what I bet it is. A few days ago, we accidentally left our first cat together with the second. How'd that turn out for you? Second started fighting him, but wound up being the one actually getting injured. It looks like you can feed the child. Listen, when the wolf approaches you with meat, you eat. It's just the rules. It is the only Wii game. I thought PS3 had no games. No, that still works. PS3 has no games, Wii has one game. That checks out. No, Marf, that's PS5. Fuck, dude. It's crazy. I just, because somebody... Oh, it was in a web ring chat that I'm in, because I'm in a single web ring, which is dead, and for whatever reason... I mean, the person behind it is apparently working like 60-hour work weeks, so that shit sucks. But yeah, so I'm still a part of this web ring, whatever. Popped in the Discord. Sometimes I like to pop in occasionally to say hi to people and drop a particularly cute drawing or something. But the web ring broke on my website, so I had to ask for it to get fixed. And finally, he did fix it. And I told the tale of $599 US, $599 US, And then I looked in the comments of the remix of the fucking meme. Apparently, PS5, $699 US. That's nuts. That's crazy. Why would you spend that much? I've been feeling such a sense of wonderment lately. I love that. I love when I feel alive, man. It happens every single time it gets warm out again. It's just like, man, good times. $900 with the 900 US dollars. That is the most money ever. That is insane. Why would you buy? What is there to buy? Can it not basically run all the same games as PS4? What's wrong with you? Can I slash lock? Yeah, buddy. Type of weather to make you want to take pictures on the shittiest Motorola. That's a vibe. Has a minuscule performance increase too. That's crazy. What do you mean? A minuscule performance upgrade? You used to buy a new console and it could play games the old one couldn't. You bought a PS2 and you're like, holy shit, this is so much better than my PS1, which was so much better than my Super Nintendo. Minuscule performance. Wow, it went from 1080p 30 to 1080p 60. Where are you aiming on going? I want to buy fish, because you keep telling me I need to buy fish. Oh my good lord. Gotta go to a merchant. I would have never guessed. No shit. City will have them. Okay, that's more helpful. Thank you. Sony realized the market of whales who do not care about playing games but want performance. The memes have been fantastic. Even the Switch too. I'm like, dude, what is the fucking point? What is the original Switch is still getting games. It's still getting games, and they still look like the games. Like they still look like, you know what I mean? So I don't really see the point, other than I must have the newer thing. But people have gone nuts about it. I don't understand it. Even if I wanted to play, and there are new games I want to play, by the way. There are certainly like newer games that I'm interested in. Invest in a PC. What's wrong with you? Okay. So just the feedback, Skebby? Oh, okay. It does actually say in the book, Amy must have at least a dozen of them on hand, so that's going to be plenty. I think they want to sell exclusively to whales instead of normal customers. I mean, that's everybody at this point. They're always chasing the line go up, and that's not sustainable. Am I going the right way? Yes. That's not sustainable. You can't make a market. Yes, I know you'd be sad about missing cats to feed. Exactly. All the cats need to be fed. I bought a bag of freeze-dried salmon treats, which is exactly like a feed bag of fish. Exactly. See, now you're getting it. And I mean, it's crazy to me, right? So I know that sports titles are not relevant to most people. I am aware. But what's crazy, other than the fact that that didn't work, is you play through, like Madden 2003 I played last year, and there were unlockables, and there were all sorts of hidden stuff that I guarantee you not 1% of people who played that game saw. But they put it in there. They went to Al Michaels. That man, whole ass at the time, did real fucking football commentary on TV, and had him talk about the sheriff team, the mummies team, the fucking Frankenstein team. I think there was a fourth one, I don't remember. right? Just in case you unlocked that team. And now I hear that Madden is literally just a trading card game, basically. Like, everything tries to funnel you into the microtransaction-laden, like, trading card mode. I'm like, what's the fucking... what? Who's gonna buy a game for, like, $80 if you get, like, the big version? And then spend more money on top of it. And the answer is insane people. And that is who games get made for these days. I saw people going, they make a lot, yeah, they make a ton of money with the cards. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. You buy one of these every single year, and then you buy new DLC for it every single year. Are you stupid? Have you lost the plot? I saw people going, Xbox is totally going to win next gen because their console will be a weaker PC with Steam on it. Kebby, you got to understand that we're streaming. We're having a good time here. If I wanted to just play Okami, I wouldn't be streaming right now. Anyway, Legend Z to A is on Switch, but apparently it looks and runs even worse. Well, nobody can optimize their fucking games anymore. It's crazy to me. You used to have developers. Oh, I didn't feed this guy. You used to have developers who would come up with like fast inverse square root and like BSP trees, and now that all of those are solved problems in technology, fuck it, Unity assets, like whatever. I gotta go feed the me in a minute, but I'll be watching. Hell yeah. Pokopia is actually good. It wasn't made by Game Freak. Yeah, no. Absolutely. I'm getting back on the whale in a moment. Yes. Second from the southwest edge of the coast. Okay. Modern gaming is so lost in details, I think. Just make a really good-looking 480p game. I remember when Tony Hawk 1+2 came out, right? Mic testing. What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you guys heard? Hello? Okay, we're back. Yeah, what was the last thing you guys heard? Yeah, Tony Hawk. So, Warehouse, the first level, the most iconic level in Tony Hawk. I don't think it's my most iconic, but it is the most iconic. Warehouse. They rebuilt it for Tony Hawk 1+2. And they just caked it in really high resolution shadows that I'm like, it looks so noisy. Like, is it objectively good looking? I mean, like, is it objectively like detailed and stuff? Sure, but it's not. It doesn't have the charm. It doesn't have the arts, the art style. You know, it doesn't read well as in a game in a game level sense. And that to me is so... Okay, which one am I supposed to go for? Got him to the second island from the southwest edge of the coast. I paused. Fuck you. I see. Aren't you guys proud of me? Using maps. Using in-game maps. Learning and growing. That's not something Cammy in 2024 would have done. Hi there, pup. Some folk worry about the water dragon and all. Oh, he's another Yeehaw guy. Some folk worry about the water dragon and all, but if you're going to fish, you got to fish in the sea. All you need's a stout resilience against the vast raging sea. If you got that, you hardly even need a line. Yeah, right. That chef, Yumi, wants me to catch him something special. Only one fish fits that bill, the king of the sea, the marlin. I think the real problem is that all the optimization in the current day industry is designed to make things easier for the devs at the cost of the players. Yes, because it doesn't... And this is the thing that all creatives seem to have. Fucking voice actors will do this, fucking animators will do this, fucking writers will do this. They all seem to have this idea of making stuff for myself. That's the only reason you make something. Which, if you're a hobbyist, absolutely, only you matter. But if you're making something to be sold for the market, you cannot treat your movies as therapy sessions. You cannot treat your games as like, who gives a shit? Don't bother optimizing it. You need an SSD. You shouldn't need an SSD for a game in 2026. I'm going to say it right now. You shouldn't. If you can't make a game run well on a 7200 RPM hard drive, when we had games with no loading times fucking 20 years ago, that's on you. That's not on the march of technology, you know? But they're all like, no. It's all about me. And it's all about the things that I want to communicate. It's like, great, when do I get to have fun? When do I get to have a worthwhile experience that is worth the $80 that you want me to pay on top of whatever the console costs? When do I get that? And the answer is you don't. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to haul in a big one and give that old guy the shock of his life. Hey, pup, do you know what you're carrying there? Any fisherman would kill for that rod. That's the marlin rod, the strongest in the world. Everyone wants to be an artiste. I don't want to say just be a silly guy, but genuinely, I do wish more people were just like they. It feels like people are overly serious where it doesn't matter, and then totally blasé where it does matter. Do the opposite. Put the effort in where it matters, and then be cool to talk to. That's all you got to do. That's how you develop as a human being, as a creative person. You know. All right. Be nice, pup. You know that rod belongs to me. Shh. You were robbed of the marlin rod. Let's see what this marlin rod's got, huh? Does you want to stick around to see this? Yes, this industry has a serious problem of constantly insulting its customers and thinking they're better than them. And so many creative industries are like that, where people will go online and just shit talk like the people who are supposed to be like your audience. You know, they're supposed to be your listeners. They're supposed to be your moviegoers. They're like, well, we don't need to market to these fucking people. These guys are chuds. What the fuck do they know? They don't have the right politics. They don't like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me. And then they go, why does nobody want to watch movies anymore? Well, it's like, A, they suck. B, you constantly insult moviegoers. And C, it's like $20 a ticket. Nobody wants to fucking go. It should be like a casual night out sort of thing if you want people to go regularly. I wouldn't want to market to the current audience either. I mean, then you shouldn't be making things for a market. Like, it's perfectly fine to not want to market them. I'm certainly never going to sell my stuff. I mean, not the least of which because I don't think it's worth any money. I got an ant on me. Jesus. But if you're like, yeah, well, you know, my audience is a bunch of assholes, you shouldn't have an audience. And that's the long and short of it. Because they're people too, and you know, regardless of what you think because of internet, yeah, where's the craft? It's lost in the mines. You're right. I should continue. All right, watch him fish. Sure. Okay, I mean, you got the basic idea. Yeah. We've done this a couple times before. Ah, a little starfish. Nemo! Nemo! Ah, there's the big one. Holy shit. That was quick. This is proving slightly annoying. There we go. First try. First try. But yeah, I don't know. Those are human beings you're talking about, you know? And it sure would be nice if people were getting psyoped on the internet less, to be like, I fucking hate those people. Like, okay. Alright. Okay. The mighty king of the sea, the marlin. It finally hits the sand. I've been fishing here in Riyashima for a good few years now, but I've never bagged one as big as this. No time to waste. That prima donna chefs only take the finest fish. I'll run this over to him now. How the fuck are you going to run this over? You're on an island. That fish is big. Holy fucking fish. There he goes. There he goes. I think in general there's a lack of respect for art, which means not respecting the audience and also the creators. Like the work involved, or that should be involved. It is a weirdly nasty place. You know, I don't want to say on both ends, but yeah, on both ends. I feel like people give as good as they get. You know what I mean? And I wish that more people would, because people have this idea that they're going to own the chuds, or whatever the fuck. They're going to own the libs. And all it does is make you look like a huge spurg on the internet, which is what you are. Yeah, something to be consumed and pushed out as fast as possible. Yeah, exactly. That too. Because line go up, you know? And then you get shit like I was about to say Netflix, being like, well, you gotta make this more second screen. I had to have that conversation with my mom in the car. I have, we're talking about a couple things, yeah. But we heard on the radio where they were talking about, you know, second screening. And my mom, I think she thought she knew what that was, but I was like, no, that's literally where they have to make it so it's easier to comprehend if you're not paying attention. That's why shit gets repeated constantly. And it's because it's not meant to be something that you enjoy. It's meant to be background noise while you make dinner. It's like, that's not the way that art should be. I understand what they're doing, but that's not the way it should be. Sorry, let's see. This is a guy talking on TV about an Italian movie. The movie was about 1970s left-wing guerrillas and its ideas about how radicalized people don't see their targets as people, just as ideas. They wanted to kill some church guy because in their minds he was a symbol of Catholicism and tradition. They didn't see him as a person, just as an idea to strike down. Remember, they will tell you to your face that there are no bad targets, only bad no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's what they'll say. And that is somebody who it doesn't matter what they believe. That is not how you have a functional. But I don't know. Everybody thinks they're going to be a revolutionary, you know, fighting against the system. It's like, no, bitch. You are part of the system. You are a part of the system, and it is up to you to make the system as nice for everybody as can be. I understand that people are like, well, The system hasn't done shit for me, and I don't blame them. You know, if you just want to opt out. But there's people who are legitimately like, whether it's the accelerationism stuff or it is, you know, people LARPing as revolutionaries. On all accounts, it is like that. You're not making anything better. You're just hoping that it will break, and you know full well that it'll never break. So all you're doing is just making shit worse for people. You know. Anyway. Including yourself. That's the thing. You only ever hurt yourself when you're a fucking LARPing revolutionary. Because life goes on as normal. But yeah, no. Going back to the art thing, yeah, no. In general, it's like there's a lot of creative people who you know, don't really have an audience in mind other than themselves. And then there's a lot of audience people who don't really see creative people, I don't know. They don't see creative people as doing anything of note, of anything of value. They're just there for the next thing to watch. Yeah, anyone talks about targets is insane. Yes, absolutely. But I've heard that. What is it? It's not Rules for Radicals where they talk about no bad targets, no bad tactics, only bad targets. I don't remember where I heard that, but I have heard that many times before. Yeah, the loudest revolutionary types on both ends of the spectrum be the last to get off the couch, abandon their comfort, or actually do anything when the moment comes. It's crazy to me. It's like people... You see it a lot with doomers online, where they're like, everything is fucked. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's nice that you have the luxury of not actually having anything on the line that you can say that, oh, it sucks, and everything will be broken forever. It's like, are you wanting to make watch a narrative play out, or do you want someone else to make your story for you? Certainly, corporations would like endless content made by people that they don't have to pay actual fucking creative types for. So that Marlin thing is actually a side mission. Okay, head to the cafe on the beach north of the origin mirror. Okay, so we're going back to the mainland. We should improve society. Yet you live in society. I'm so smart. That's the Marlin side mission. Yes, it sure is. Yeah, well, whatever we're doing. You know what I mean? Whatever we're doing. Oh, I can cut this now. Yeah, buddy. That's so satisfying. Dude, my voice is already going crazy. Dip in to go finish my shower and then probably play Dandy's World with family. Well, thanks for tuning in, ma'am. It's always good to see you. Always good when you hop in. See you next week. Chef is right here, right? Hello, doggy. Feast your eyes on this lively wiggler. The awful water dragon had scared off all the fish in the sea. Just look at the size of this marlin. I need juicy fruits of the sea to show what I can do. Only the freshest will do. Now that I finally got my hands on some fine ingredients, it's time to sharpen up my knives and my skills again. Seeing as you're here, doggy, why don't you stay and watch? Not often I get a fish as good as this one. Not often you'll get to see knife skills like mine close up. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Oh, hold on. 3 horizontal lines. Yeah, Moon. That's the read that I get on it. Also, it's like it's fine if you just want to make it for yourself, but then you also can't expect people to pay money for it. You know, everybody needs to be involved here. Everybody needs to have a good time here. What? Wahoo! Bing bing wahoo! My best handiwork ever. The fish must be fresh. The dish must be quick. If I sharpen up these blades, I'll be serving up a whale next time. Yippee yahoo! Oh my god! It's a haunt! I don't know. I don't think you and Moon Moon are disagreeing, Kebby. I think you're talking about two different things. You're talking about like the more indie world. I just dropped my controller. Where yeah, people do make it for personal validation. And then you're also talking about the board meeting thing where it's executives who are looking for what is going to get the best return on investment, which I don't know. Neither of those are particularly good way to interface with making art. Satisfying art for everybody involved. My power had diminished while you were away, but that man's zeal and your own pure heart have restored my power. I have harnessed his fervent energy to bestow upon you a new power. Dance like a raging whirlwind. I'm assuming that's the 3 lines. Yes. Sure is. You better make a better warrior than a chef the way he wields knives. Hey, I just thought of something, Amy. Whirlwind, that other power of Kazugami, is pretty intense. I bet his enthusiasm was what awakened it. If I could do that to a marlin, just think of what it could do to those pesky marlins. You'll get companies making things solely to try and suck as much money out of specific demographics, and they'll still have a tantrum when it doesn't do well. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm a fucking zoomer now. That's wild, man. I don't know. I want to preserve my throat somewhat. Ah, but then the Twitter chuds would win. They would win if they had to admit, if I had to admit I was incorrect about anything. So, yeah. So instead, people double, triple, quadruple down, all that good shit. Yeah, it's a pride thing, and it's also a contempt for the audience thing. They're like, don't you know your fucking place? Don't you know your place, shit ass? You're like some stupid person on the internet. Like, okay, I don't think I actually need to interact with the thing you're making then, if that's the way that this is going, you know? I liked what they did with that one Final Fantasy MMO, where it sucked, and then they pulled it off the market and fixed it and made it good. That's the minority, unfortunately, but that was a nice moment for everybody involved. And that's the thing, is that if you do admit your wrongdoing and you fix the thing that you've sold us, weirdly enough, people like you. People like No Man's Sky now, you know? But too often it's just like, well, it's hard being a creative. It's like, yeah, we know. And also, I paid money for this, so... Sorry, I've lost the dock again. Oh, there's the boat. There's the fish. Okay. Pilot the whale towards the large island off the coast to the east. This one? No, that one. Where's that meowing coming from? I think it's coming from that tower. It's kind of creepy, but let's go check it out. Let's... Nope, I'm just not talking. I mean, unless my mic really did go out. This is me. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna assume the mic actually went out. There we go. No, I was too busy enjoying the cat, but then I didn't know if my mic actually went out. So I said, okay. We can hear you. Well, yes, I unplugged and plugged it back in. So now I'm sure you can hear me. But I wasn't sure before then. Kitty. Save point. Oh, no way! He did? Alright, hold on. We have to take an emergency break because this... Man, I feel bad. I'm going to draw him something. I will. I felt bad. Aww. Aww. Oh, man. Dougie. Aw, man. Oh, my gosh. Alright. One moment, I need to reboggle this. That's so good. I love the big glasses. That's really good. He's such a dork. Does this count as stream fan art? I'd say so. Yeah, no, I get, like I said, I feel bad that I got sidetracked with other stuff or not too interested in drawing and wound up not drawing his Super Kitty after he even emailed me it. It was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. You speak in my language. It was a cute email. It was very fun. I think ultimately a lot of people who are creative are unsettled people. They have a lot of personal shit to work out, and so they're not prepared to be showrunners. Nobody is, especially not in the social media age. Listen, I have never seen anybody who comes out looking really, really good, who is a habitual social media user. Like, the people who only post their work, that's like the best case scenario. Everybody else is like it doesn't matter if it's celebrities, politicians, anybody. You all look like assholes when you habitually post on social media. Stop doing that. You've taken all the mystique out of it, you know? Now I get to hear, oh, you're a fucking idiot. That's ultimately what it is. Oh, you're dumb. You're dumb, and you think everybody should listen to every little thing that you have to say. I don't. I don't use social media. I have my journal, and when I have something to write about, and if I don't, you get like 2 a month. But if I do, you know, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I just yap on YouTube. See, here's the thing. I don't I was about to, I don't know. let's have some kitties. Let's have some kitty cats. But yeah, no. I don't know. Just any place where you can like crash out in real time is bad. Don't do that. Have enough separation where you can like be responsible about it. Even if it's just the differences you are epic. Thank you, Robert. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you. It's like, even if it's just something like a forum or like email where you have a little bit of separation, social media is just so easy to go on like long tirades about shit and make yourself look embarrassing in the process. And a lot of people do that. A lot of creative people do that. And it's like, no, I hate to put it like this, but creative people are clowns. We are here for people's entertainment. Well, the things we do they matter? Like, yeah, I mean, certainly it can make someone's whole, life. It gives them comfort and it lets you explore things. But like, is it life or death? Are we talking about you're like a doctor level importance? No, I think everybody could stand to take themselves slightly less seriously. A lot of things, especially on the internet, are just theater. Okay, look at those paw prints on the wall. Isn't that the mark of catwalk? It's one of the 13 celestial brush techniques. Yeah, we're about to get, what are we, number 11? Climbing time. Slicey time. My paws are so sore. Oh shit. What can I do for fire? Shit. Oh. Alright, didn't need to worry about that. Yippee yippee. Wasn't too bad. The mark of Kabigami. The sickle weasel. It's a type of yokai depicted as weasels with sickle-shaped claws. That's neat. I do appreciate the little updates on which part of like Japanese folklore stuff is taken from. Thank you. I wish Lurk was slightly more like this and slightly less. What was that thing he was bitching at me the one time for? I don't even remember. Cat. It's a cat. Look it. It's a cat, guys. It's a cat. Aw, the specific markings of the cat don't carry over into the cutscene. That's unfortunate. That is a slight bit of not attention to detail. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to dock this game down to a D. Sorry, I'm covered in curry wrestling a cat away. It looked like Lucky, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like in the markings don't transfer over, but check it out. It's a cat. And then I went to eat. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was rosaries. He was complaining about the rosaries thing. I was like, I don't know, man. It's a video game. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. The cat. I'm sure if I can get a little bit closer. There you go. There's your cat, Savannah. You can pick the cat up. Pick the cat up and carry it around. And the cat is just like, okay, I guess this is my life now. And then he scampers off. He still loves you, though. Was he cleaning himself? Meow. Oh, that's wonderful. Chat, I'm feeling so whimsical. Aww. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, I don't know. It's weird to say. But Eli dying really did, like, make me warmer to cats as a whole. Now I see him and I go, aw, there's a lad. Look, there's a lad. There's another lad. And then they do frolics. They do such big frolics. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But yeah, no, I've just been, I don't know, feeling warmer to cats overall. I've been like, oh man, now there's a good lad. I like cats. I like cats a bunch. They're very good. Look, he's even running up to me. He's like, hey, you got food for me too? I'm like, sure do. I don't think I can go through life without a cat now. Just a convert for life. They're really good. They're really good. This may be the best. This may be the best area in the game, if we're being honest. No, Armada. Leap before you look. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Yee. Oh, I gotta move over. It's like Spider-Man for the Atari. You gotta move over. Serious Rayman 2 flashbacks. That's interesting. I've never played the 3D Raymans. Savannah streamed them. I've been meaning to. I should at some point. I know Rayman 2 has been on every console that has ever existed. Sorry, I gotta go see what's at the top. I know that we just passed by something, but I have to go see what's at the top. I'm feeling whimsical. That's two things that we've passed, I think. Because look, I can still keep going. We'll come back to all this. I promise. But I can continue to climb. And that's all that matters. For Skyrim, Rayman 2 was the game that got ported everywhere. It's true. Because it was on, what, PS1 originally, N64, Dreamcast got a version, fucking PS2 got a version. I want to say, I know the 3DS got a version, DS got a version. It was just, oh man, all over the place. Okay, how much more do I have to climb? Oh my good lord. PC originally, then consoles. Yeah, like, I don't know, man, that's crazy. They really just wanted you to buy Rayman. And who am I to judge? Who am I to argue? It's very high, but there's cats and treasure chests on some of the platforms. Yeah, we'll go back down. We'll go back down. Not like there's fall damage or anything. Alright. Konami. I'm willing to deal with the dialogue. Was all of this really necessary? Was the climb really necessary? The different versions of Rayman 2 are actually meaningfully different. I've heard they all have different, like, content and things. This is oppressive against Gammy's crippling ADHD. Boring! Boring! 10% of Okami's playtime. Well, shit. It's good to know that we're 10% of the way through the game. What's gotten into you, Amy? You trying to get to the top of the tower or something? You're one enthusiastic furball. That might be it. That might finally be it. No! It keeps going! Alright, 1/4 the way there. Okay, I think we're finally there. Yay, mermaid coin. They're like, listen, we understand. There we go, that's nice. This is the infinite stairwell in Mario 64. It feels like it. I wish I could just backwards long jump up the fucking tower. Anyway, I don't need to teleport anywhere just yet. Imagine you get to the top and there's a gigantic middle finger. That, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad. That's funny as fuck. I wish. I mean, I know, listen, I know I just spurred a big thing, I know it just spurred a big thing about people not, like, being spurgs on social media, but, I think it was the I forget his name. The guy who designed Okami, who just spends all day insulting people on Twitter, is really, really funny. I wish he would. Do you guys think if I put 10,000 hours into Super Mario Galaxy, I'll make it in a default cheesecake video? You could try. He might do a video. He might do a video about the one guy who obsessively complete. I will say though that it kind of reminds me of that guy Grazlu who continues to beat GoldenEye in like increasingly strange ways. You have him for competition. Okay. I think this is it. Oh, he's a cat. Aww. Amy, look, there's a kitty cat over there. Wonder what it's doing all alone up here. I don't know. This cat's gonna die. I know the Default Cheesecake had a video about the last players of specific online games. Like the people who tried to stick around in Halo as long as possible after Xbox Live got shut down for, like, I think the original Xbox. It couldn't have climbed all the way up by itself, could it? Surely there couldn't be anything to eat all the way up here. There you go. See, what I love about this animation, this dream sequence, where you're in, like, endless meadows. This is what the cat with the strawberry feels like as he licks the delicious strawberry. That's how he feels. This cutscene. Well, it stopped meowing. Oh. A constellation? Here? This is so real. It died. You fed it fucking some weird ass fish. Okay. Alright. How many spots does it want? Hold on. Let me check the book. Oh. Thank you, game. That helps. Helps. There we go. Got it. Cat. Get got, Issen. Oh, he's batting him around. They both play with him. And now they're in the thing. Now they're in the fields. Oh. That's wonderful. This is the best cutscene in the game. He got demoted to Kata. They bonded over batting Issen around. That's wonderful. The swirling whirlpool of evil below has driven me to this height. From this perch, I observe the world below and its descent. This is just what regular cats do. If my power is needed once again, I, Kabigami, God of Walls, shall gladly offer a bridge of hope to the realm below. Hey, I'm not your personal toy to be played with like that. Wait a second. That must have been Kabigami, one of the 13 gods. You know, the one with the catwalk brush technique. And this kitty right here is a messenger of the gods. And here I thought it was just some stray cat. Whoa, check it out. The statue's starting to glow. Oh, I get it. The Kabigami statue is telling you to use the catwalk power. Emmy, put your brush on the statue and draw a line up the wall. That'll let you transfer the god's catwalk power into the wall. And there you go. Well, you look at that, Amy. The mark of Kabigami has appeared on the path you drew from the Kabigami statue. Now, you can climb walls anytime you want. Yes, I like the Cat God Tower. It's based on a cat tree. That's adorable. Kebi knew that I was going to appreciate the shit out of this area. Simply by summoning the mark of Kabigami just like that. Speaking of which, remember those other Kabigami statues we saw? We should try your new brush technique on them, too. Man, this gem is real. That's one big kitty statue. This must be the top of the tower. Doesn't that wind feel gray? I would be shitting myself. Thankfully, there's no fall damage in this game. So it's all good. Sun Fragment. I am 1 William stories up. I am on top of the World Trade Center. It is September 10th, 2001. Can my modern computer run Sims 3? Not likely. From what I have heard, not likely. Not while YouTube is going. YouTube does take up a shit ton of resources. I'm very glad that I have that fucking Verapis. Verapis is very, very nice. Basically necessary if you're running on like 8 gigs of RAM. Like I am. Alright, now we can go back down the tower. And go see what all those side areas are. Well-programmed game. That's just The Sims for you. The Sims is always like that. Oh my god, I can run around? That's kind of neat. But how do I fall back through? Gotta jump off the edge of the magical barrier. Whee! Hardcore parkour right there. A game is telling me to do a flip. And the worst part is I say sure thing. Nice save. Yeah, I was like, hot damn. You're making me feel slightly talented here. I'm glad I saved these until the end, to be honest, because this is just satisfying. While The Sims 4 does actually run on my computer, I can't help but feel soulless. Well, that's because it is soulless. Have you considered using 100% of a graphics card is where the soul comes from? Have you considered that an inability to delete a sim without completely nuking your neighborhood is where the soul comes from? I love it because it's like the modern equivalent of like DOS games that would use that would run way too fast because they expect it to be limited by like a 286, and then you try to run them on a Pentium and they run way too fast because they just didn't expect anybody to ever have a more powerful computer. So in that regard, it's a little charming. It's like, oh, 420. Listen, every cat needs to be fed. It's just a rule. It's just a rule. All right. So there's actually some clovers and stuff that you can get if you backtrack to Taka Piss and all the other places. We're not going to do that because I do want to get a little bit further in the game before long. I am only going to go for another half hour or so because that's going to be 9 o'clock and I don't want to take up everybody's... I mean, that's already motherfucking 2 in the morning over where Cabby is. So, I know we started late, but... Let's see. So head back to the entrance of North Ryoshima Coast and jump across to the peninsula to the west. Excuse me. God fears me. Careful. Lurk might be weirded out if you say that. Do you remember when he, like, awkwardly went... because I called myself the unmoved mover and he seemed to have an issue with that. It's like... I'm not saying I'm God. If you want, I can say I'm God, because that's pretty funny, but... Yeah. People are sillies. Yeah. So the entrance to North Ryoshima Coast. So that's like back where we met the fisherman, right, Kevy? Well, I mean, it has to be. We're not that far off from it. I've certainly heard it in Not Jesus Speaks. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I actually didn't even think anything of it. Like, I wasn't trying to be like a blaspheming edgelord today, anyway. You know. And then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. I think Lurk tries to be funny sometimes. Occasionally he succeeds. Occasionally. Please tell me the fisherman's wearing pants this time. No. Specifically for you, he's not wearing pants. Alright. And yes, he does smell fishy down there. You're welcome. Sleep tight. I'm funny entirely accidentally. DCB, you're a cool wolf. Jump across to the peninsula to the west. So I'm assuming that way. That definitely looks like it. Oops. Cat tower over there. Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you can bloom stuff even at night. I can draw things you look at and go, DCB drew this. DCB, you draw such cool things. Kitty cats. My boy drew a badger earlier. I'm like, hot damn, you can draw a badger. Autism be damned, my boy can draw a badger. So many got those. We do love cats. They're very good. Okay. Cat's looking crazy. He's so cute. He's got a big snoofer. Tiggies! Kitty cats, but big. Ah, the big eeps. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. It wants meat. I forgot. The big kitties. Small gatos, big gatos. You know how it goes. Very good. Very, very wonderful. This game knows exactly what I like. Which is tiny, satisfying, repetitive chores in video games. I'm thinking when I go over to Wales this year, I'm gonna try my hand at a Harvest Moon game finally. I'm in the mood. And there's plenty of them that can be run on a DS, you know, 3DS. Either with emulation or virtual console injects, that sort of deal. Okay, what's this fucking guy? What's his deal? There's a blue Cyclops. Can I just... Oh, thanks. Whoa. That's doing it. Cappy in my Okami game? Cappy is so cute. Huh? Someone there? This is Watcher's Cape. It's said the gods once used this place to return to the heavens. At night, this place offered a great view of the starry sky. Even the Whirlpool Galaxy was visible from the cape's tips. Whirlpool Galaxy? It's a group of stars. They form the shape of a great spiral like a heavenly whirlpool. But since the demon-shaped island appeared out at sea, there are more and more monsters and the skies have dulled. The magnificent starry view can no longer be seen. I'm here in the hopes that I'll be able to make a wish. But shooting stars are rare now. Not like before. If only a star would shoot across the night sky, then I could make a wish upon it. Sure thing. Give that a go. There! A shooting star! I've got to make my wish right now. I wish the sky was as magnificent as it was in the past, and that the Whirlpool Galaxy was visible again. That's it! The Whirlpool Galaxy! My wish really did come true! Oh yeah, so much praise. So much praise. Watch your escape. When the Whirlpool Galaxy spins in the distant heavens, a whirlpool shall open up below. I think it's really fun that the shooting stars just get used as the you fucked up the constellation animation, and then it's used as an actual game mechanic randomly. So, I do love when stuff like that gets repurposed. That reminds me, they used to do that kind of stuff all the time back in the Atari days. If you go look at Yar's Revenge, you know, it's a single screen shooter. They have this fucked up, like, garbled strip in the middle, which is where you can hide from... I think the cursor has a name, but I forget what it's called. But it's literally just the game rendering to the screen parts of the game code. Just reusing it, because, you know, why not? Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. And then also the droning sound, I think, is also generated with game code. So stuff like that, I just think is fun. You got to reuse that stuff, you know. It's satisfying. Excuse me. Amy, I have a feeling we'll be seeing that entrance real soon. Oh yeah, we just read that. Wow, check out that whirlpool of stars. It's like a huge windmill in the night sky. They say the Whirlpool Galaxy is the key to the Dragon Palace. If so, then the Whirlpool entrance should be somewhere under it. The sea looks pretty calm to me. Fuck Streamlabs. Alright. I was building up to something. Oh shit. Sorry, I spun it the wrong way. The Whirlpool Galaxy. I'm gonna use that one. That's gonna be a way that I say good morning. I always try to come up with a goofy way to say good morning, like on After Sleep, and I brought that over to Whoop. The Whirlpool entrance to the Dragon Palace. The Whirlpool Galaxy's bringing it to the surface. Okay, Amy. It's about time we got down to that Dragon Palace. Let's go teach those Dragonians a lesson. They're gonna pay us for not keeping that water dragon on a leash. Can't keep this quiche on a leash. Oh, that was smooth. Orca? Where? You mean I gotta go all the way back over to the fucking whale? Okay. Okay, I liked my way better, but okay. I see what you're saying, though. Oh my god. Something's glowing here, but it's so fucking bright. There we go. So much praise. Kitty cats. Fuck. Fuck. There we go. Oh, we frolic. Oh, we frolic. Yeah. Orca away! Yippee! Yes, go to wolf.world. It's hot. It's awesome. It's happening. Women love it. Whee! My controller's going nuts right now. Women love my wolf.world. Listen. I know my women. I am women. Bubby T and Wolp. I'm just saying. Finally, Annie. I made it through that whirlpool down to the bottom of the sea. This must be the Dragon Palace in the kingdom of the Dragonians. Their leader, Morihime, controls the water dragon. We better not let our guard down. Man, this place is so mystical. Check it out. Honestly, this would make for a killer fucking thumbnail. Do you guys think I should leave this for next stream? Do you think... Because we just passed by a save point, so maybe it's probably best we call it. Especially I know it's getting super late for all our European friends. Halt, you white beast! Racist! Racist! What business do you have in the Dragon Palace? This is where you find the digging minigame that gives you free access to the mermaid pools. That will be the first thing we do next time. You white beast. You white devil, you. The Dragonian Kingdom is no place for land dwellers. State your name. Who do you think you are talking to us like that? Besides, you're the ones who let that water dragon run amok. I'm Issen, wandering artist and protector of Queen Himiko and her melons, ruler of Seian City. Now hurry up and fetch your leader, Morihime, for me. Chop chop. I have no time for lowly servants. Himiko? Queen Himiko? From Seian City? Then that white beast must be. What are you two babbling on about? You gonna go get him or not? Oh my god. This way, oh beast of white. Her Royal Highness will receive you in the throne room. Alright. Oh, beast of white. Actually, we love whites here in the land under the sea. Let's get a nice save going. Yeah. Alright. I think that's a good place to call it. I know we were a little late. I promise I will be less late next time. I don't have another site to launch, I promise. I will probably... No, I will be drawing. Ugh. Sorry, I gotta stretch. I've been sitting in one spot for too long, chat. I'm so sore. Not my paws, though. My paws are fine. Alright. Let's get a good hold on. Transition! Oh, Amy's eeping. Yes, and if you're gonna go to sleep soon, too, enjoy your sleep. And then for the rest of us, we're gonna be burning the midnight oil. Working on art. I got charts I want to do. I got more Okami Ensemble stuff to do. I'll show that off at the beginning of next stream, whatever I get done, because I'm always up to something. I know it's only been 2 hours, but it is what it is. I love you guys, and I will be talking to you again next week, where we will be diving into the Dragon Water Palace thing of water. Enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Bye-bye. Hold on, sorry, my screen's all fucked up. I physically cannot reach the mute button. I could not reach my own mute button because the screen's all fucked up. There we go. There we go. Now I've got something. It's still fucked up, but I got something. Okay. Good night. Bye.